A University of Michigan student who says his roommates tormented him after coming out has just been granted a personal protection order. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell was in court and joins us now live from Ann Arbor. So Kim, how did these students end up living together in the first place?
Well, he leased an apartment through the company Landmark. It's an apartment company, but they leased like dorms. So he ended up with 3 roommates he didn't know. And right away, there were problems. One of the problems centered around the fact that Matthew Mansour, the person who filed for this PPO in court, he had a therapy dog and his roommates didn't want to live with the dog. So one of them testified in court today admitting that he urinated in the dog's dish as retaliation. They called Matthew names. Matthew says after he came out as gay recently, things escalated. The judge says there's no evidence that that was the cause because things were bad before and after he came out. But it came to a head when Matthew was away. His belongings were thrown out a window. He asked for a PPO against his roommate, Abby McFarland, so that Abby would be forced to move out. Abby testified that he had guests over who did most of the damage. The judge didn't buy it and issued the PPO.
The fact that they urinated in my service dog's water bowl, the fact that all my belongings were thrown out a window, that knife marks were on my door, and then the handle was busted, and it's just say, oh, that wasn't us. I mean, not even accountability for their actions just really hurt.
When people at the University of Michigan take money for housing, they should have alternative mechanisms to resolve disputes that are amicable when roommates don't get along. And unfortunately, they didn't, and they dropped their problems on the doorstep of the courthouse.
So you just heard from the attorney representing the roommate that's now going to be facing eviction because of this PPO. In the meantime, Matthew's attorney says this should send a message to everyone living in student housing. Bullying will not be tolerated.